Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to my channel. Hope you are great. Disclaimer. This video reflects my personal opinions and commentary. It is not intended to harass, harm, or defame any individual. Content is for discussions and educational purposes. So I am seeing video of a white man who wants to know what black culture is all about. Like he's asking you, what is actually your culture aside from rap, aside from doing this, aside from other stereotype they bask in. So he decided to call Ducks a black man too, and people decided to find him, only to find out that he also have, yeah, you heard me right. Sometimes some people do not understand what they look like. There are some people that don't actually know what they look like, or what they see in mirror is actually not what they think they look like. But then somebody needs to tell them that, oh, this is actually what you look like. It looks like your hair is falling off, that kind of something. You look pale, some people with Neanderthal features and all that, like that. Some people don't know what they look like, but sometimes you really have to tell them the truth, what they look like. Because this young man is trying to stereotype black people when the stereotype is straight up looking in his face. But then I remember that in 4th of July, during the American 250 celebration, some people were actually looting, and some people were doing some crazy. Yeah, you heard me right. And they ended up saying that some people invaded their community, and the CCTV checked, it was nothing but all white. So who invaded your community? Some people are never beating the allegation.
So it's come to my attention that I've made some unfair assessments of a certain community out there by saying that they have no culture and all they want to do is lie, cheat, and steal and cause a ruckus everywhere they go. I would like somebody to stitch my video and show me black culture that does not revolve around rap music, does not revolve around violence, and does not revolve around you people committing crimes against your own people and, more importantly, my people. Please, set the record straight. Let me see what your culture really is. So it's come to my attention that I've made some unfair assessments of a certain community out there by saying that they have no culture and all they want to do is lie, cheat, and steal and cause a ruckus everywhere they go.
Oh, come on now, Seth. Oh, wait, do you mind if I call you Seth? I'm going to call you Seth. You've said a lot more than that, honey. You've lost an entire account due to your extreme racism and hatred of black people. I mean, I call it jealousy and envy, but hey, tomato, tomato, right? One thing I've learned, Seth, about racists like you love to point out the shortcomings of black people whilst hiding your own hand. Case in point.
Here's your boy, DJ Soulchild. Known child abuser, cruelty and neglect. Pled guilty, by the way.
But Seth, is this not you in 2017? Now, I know this vid's gonna make you a little mad, and you're gonna wanna run and go look me up. Sweetie, all you have to do is scroll my pages, because I too have a background. But unlike you, boo, I don't hide my right hand while casting stones with my left. But I do have a serious question for you, Seth. How do your children and your girlfriend feel about your opinions? Well, don't you two make the sweetest couple? I'm just curious, Seth, are you teaching your children your ideologies? Because according to your girlfriend, you all teach your children that actions have consequences. Well, isn't that a coinky-dink? Seth, I just have one more question before I let you go, promise. Why is it that you don't post any of your racist videos on your company's social media page? I mean, I've looked and not a one. And I notice you're based in New York. And I think the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, the New York City Commission on Human Rights, and the New York State Division of Human Rights, I think that they need to be made aware of your racism. So I filed all 3 complaints today. And I also filed a complaint with the BBB. Seth, I know I promised that was my last question, but pinky swear this time this is my last one. How's your mom's black boyfriend? You know, the one that beat the ever-loving shit out of your dad? They still in love? That had to be so hard for you to see your superior dad get beat up by a black man. Anywho, Pikachu, if anyone is in New York and looking for construction employment, Seth here is hiring. You should give him a call. Or, just call and say hi or whatever.
So it's come to my attention that I've made some unfair assessments of a certain community out there by saying that they have no culture and all they want to do is lie, cheat, and steal and cause a ruckus everywhere they go. I would like somebody to stitch my video and show me black culture that does not revolve around rap music.
First, let me begin by saying you can shut the fuck up. If you knew anything about American history, which you clearly don't, you know that no proof is going to be enough for people like you. In the 1700s, Phyllis Wheatley had to prove that she wrote her own poetry. Benjamin Banneker had to prove that he understood astronomy to Jefferson, and Jefferson still didn't believe him. Southern politician John C. Calhoun said that he would believe black people were human if they understood Greek syntax. Alexander Cromwell taught himself Greek to prove Calhoun wrong. I'm certain you don't understand the scope of that. Cromwell, who was educated at Cambridge, taught himself another language to prove to someone who was less educated than him that he was human. Why is the burden always placed on them to prove their humanity? Why is it never placed on people like you, the descendants of former slave-owning genocidal maniacs? Why are you never forced to prove your humanity? I'm only asking because 400 years of slavery followed by 90 years of Jim Crow doesn't seem all that humane to me. You see, unlike you, I don't need proof. I see their humanity every single fucking day. I see it in the works of Houston, Hughes, and Baldwin. I see it, hear it, and feel it whenever I hear Paul Robeson sing, perform, or speak. I see it in my friends at NCA&T who are 1,000 times smarter than me. None of them have to prove anything to me. You see, unlike you, I understand that they are human beings and their lives have just as much value, if not more, than mine. And because I'm not a coward, whiny, racist little bitch. Gene, little help.
Stupid motherfucker.
Well, anyway, this has been Doc for Diesel Punk Industries. Thanks for watching, and as always, crunchy white.
I would like somebody to stitch my video and show me black culture that does not revolve around rap music, does not revolve around violence, and does not revolve around you people committing crimes against your own people and, more importantly, my people.
So what do people and sharks have in common? The great ones are white. Let's see a black boy do this.
Oh, we're going to have some fun with this one. You know, the modern tribal tattoo craze, it swept America in the 80s and 90s and was made popular by a guy named Leo Zaletta. He was a Filipino-American tattoo artist that was raised in Hawaii, who's widely regarded as the father of modern tribal tattooing. He drew inspiration from the indigenous tattoo traditions of the Pacific Samoa, Micronesia, Borneo, Fiji, so on and so forth. Oh, and did you know that in the 80s, black artists from New York transformed everyday sportswear into cultural identity? Groups like Run DMC didn't ask fashion designers what was cool, they became fashion. Adidas tracksuits and Kangos and gold chains and Figaro chains and athletic shoes and baseball caps, the streets became a runway and the world copied them. And by the 90s, wearing your cap backwards wasn't about baseball anymore. Well, it was hip-hop culture, swagger, and identity. Now, what started in the black communities became a global fashion. But on another topic, crisp lineups and fades, that shit didn't come from nowhere. Those techniques were refined in black barbershops, institutions that were never just places to get a haircut. They were businesses built during segregation, gathering places for neighborhoods, centers of political conversation, mentorship, entrepreneurship, and artistry. Black barbers turned hair into sculpture. They made precision fades and lineups as an art form decades before the rest of America caught on. So I say all that, Seth, to say, look, dude, your tattoo was inspired by indigenous Pacific cultures through Leo Zaletta, who started it back in the 80s. Your backwards hat was popularized as fashion through black hip-hop, and they did that in the 80s. Your haircut built on generations of black barber culture. The funniest part isn't that you asked us to prove black culture exists. It's that you accidentally volunteered yourself, Seth, as Exhibit A. And every time you get that lineup touched up, and every time you throw that hat on backwards, and every time you clasp that chain around your neck, you're paying tribute to cultures that you don't even realize you're borrowing from. History doesn't care whether you acknowledge it. It happened anyway, Seth. After borrowing aesthetics from indigenous cultures in black America, all 145 pounds of your ass has the audacity to ask us to show you black culture. Bitch, you're standing in it.
You people committing crimes against your own people and, more importantly, my people. Please, set the record straight. Let me see what your culture really is.
The January 6th attack on the United States Capitol in 2021 has been called the most documented crime in American history. More than 1,500 people were charged with crimes related to the attack, which almost prevented the peaceful transfer of power.
We have a breach of the Capitol! Breach of the Capitol!
4 years later, a presidential pardon from President Trump, only hours after he was sworn into office a second time.
So this is January 6th. These are the hostages. Approximately 1,500 for a pardon. Yes. Full pardon.
Now, a new study finds that in some cases, the criminal behavior that defined January 6th didn't stop when the rioters left the Capitol that day. A new report from the nonpartisan publication Lawfare found that 97 people charged in connection with the Capitol riot have been arrested, charged, or convicted of new crimes since the attack. That's a...
Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong culture. Oh, hold on. I'm sure I got something in my arsenal. Just give me a minute. Hold on.
Are these the neighbors that you want in your city? No. These are the criminal migrants that Kamala Harris brought into your community. And as swiftly as they came, Donald Trump will send them back.
Okay. I messed up again. Just give me one more chance. One more chance, and I'm going to find you something, I promise. Just hang in there. I think I got something. I think I got something right here.
We invented the gas mask before we could sit next to white kids. Right. We invented the stoplight.
Well, that's black culture. And you're welcome. Now back to you.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
See a black boy do this. 35 feet in the air, hanging fucking cross.
What I'm about to say, I do not say lightly. You may very well be the stupidest white man I've ever met. The stupidest white man I have the unfortunate pleasure of knowing. You, with your ignorant ass. You asked the question, what is black culture? Working. Working. Jobs. That is black culture. I need you to look at yourself and now look at me. And let's think back. Let's think back a little bit. Back to the days of buckled shoes and mint juleps. Who was actually working and who was sitting on their lazy ass? This is why I said you have got to be one of the dumbest fucking white men I've ever met in my fucking life. You have to be. You're bragging about being in the heat, high up, doing a job. So, let's see a black boy do this. They already have. And I think that's the part you're missing with your ignorant ass. To have a job is not a flex, motherfucker. It is literally what we have to do to survive in this capitalistic hellscape. Black culture is education. Black culture is working. Black culture is going to church. Black culture is raising children. I mean, did you fall out of the entire stereotype tree and hit every fucking branch on the way down? Your beliefs are antiquated because you're an idiot. You're not even the smartest motherfucker on my phone. I want to find out what is black culture. You're doing it. It's called working, you ignorant bitch. And this has to be explained to you because, and I'm just being really fucking very, very, very lenient. You are not that fucking smart. You're not. If I told you I worked 24 years for the United States government, would you believe me? Probably not, because I'm black, but I did. I fucking did. I don't need to explain that to you. Because see, everybody works a job. You out here believing all you black folks just be white and on welfare. You didn't get the email, did you? Oh, that's right. You probably can't work a computer. You didn't get the snail mail? Well, I'm pretty sure you don't know what a post office looks like. Did you get the raven from Winterfell? It was a bird with a message right on the leg. Just, you still out here believing some of the most ignoramus shit I've ever heard of. And why? Because you believe in stereotypes. You dumb white man. What do white people and sharks have? What do white men and sharks have in common? They're best, they're great whites. What do you and termites have in common? You're both white. What does a skunk's tail and you have in common? Oh, there's some white in it. Like, you've got to be one of the dumbest white men I've ever met in my entire life. Like, I mean, in my long ass life. You see, you ignoramus, the goal isn't to brag about being a wage slave. The goal is to actually celebrate the fact that everybody can eat because we're being paid a livable wage. I'm bragging about the fact that I'm gonna die of a heart attack because I worked too goddamn hard. But I was a great white man. Why not just brag about smoking cigarettes until you get throat cancer? You're an idiot. And you're an outdated one. Didn't you get the update? Well, I forgot. You don't know how to work a computer, so you wouldn't know what an update is. And you're doing this out loud in front of people on a social media application. For what? You want to talk about white boy this, white boy that? Why you got tribal tattoos on? Why do you have tribal tattoos on your arm? Why? Tribal. What tribe do you belong to? The White Abides tribe? What tribe do you belong to, boy? You probably don't even know. You think you're white. Not Scandinavian, not Russian, not you white. Where's the country of white at? How hard do they work there? I have seen your videos making the rounds, and I must say, in the immortal words of Grand Regent Thrag, I am not impressed at all. I need you to sit and think, oh, that's going to be hard to do.
I go from this video. Sometimes problem will be sleeping, and then somebody will go and wake the trouble up. But did you guys notice something while looking at him? You know, when they call some people like Neanderthals and all that, you know, all like it. You know, when some people look so, I don't know if it's fragile or frail, I don't know what they call it, like pale. Like sometimes you might actually be sick and you don't know you are sick. And then I can see that you are sick and you cannot see you are sick because, like, you know, my hairs are already like looking like it's going to fall off, or my eyes are looking like I am probably going to pass out right now and all that. You wouldn't notice it, but I will say it. That is exactly what I saw. You know, somebody decided that he is going to come for black people. Okay. Oh, he was trying to dox a black man, and then decided people also found out that he also got his own problems. Then they ask, what is black culture? Do I need to tell you or do I need to educate you? Because some of you guys actually need to go and grab book. Enough of you coming out online to ask what is black culture, aside from doing, like all these stereotypes, aside from rap. Yes, we'll continue to rap till the end of time. Rap, aside from stealing, aside from that and all that. I see so many. Oh, did I forget what happened on 4th July? That it was almost your people in your community stealing, looting, and all that. And they said that they ended up saying that people invaded their community. And then the CCTV showed that there was no invader. It was only you people. Only you. Your community. Right? You want to stereotype us for what? What did we do to you? Did we travel? Did we pass 100 seas and oceans to go and kidnap? No, we did not do that. Did we? No, we did not. And then he's saying more black people are on what's this called again? EBT. Oh, sorry, you forgot that you guys are the kings and queens of EBT. Hey, black people are the ones benefiting with DEI. You guys are the king and queens of DEI, because last I checked, I was Lindsey Graham's sister. Who doesn't know anything about politics is actually in politics. For what reason? Is that her birthright or what? And now I am saying that she is going to contest for what? The same seat that she was being put in, that she doesn't have any experience on. You want to talk to my people, right? You want to talk about us for no reason. Majority of you guys do not even have mirror, or you have mirror, but you don't use it. Because tell me how you look at yourself fully well, decided that you are going to call black people out for no reason. You are asking our culture. Go and read up about black culture. Oh, what is actually your culture? PFAL? Is that what you want to tell me? Mass PPU? Is that what you want to tell me? Oh, last I checked, there is a video that I saw. That video is online. I wanted to bring it, but my mom was like, why would you give someone like this attention? Oh, a white man that said that he beats his wife 5 times a week. Yeah, that he feels like the man. Most times after being, majority of you have seen that video if you're on TikTok. That blood will be gushing out and he feels like he's the man. Sorry, and the wife still stays back. You see the problem. They will tell us that we don't stay in marriage, but majority of them are suffering. I want you to know that domestic violence is something nobody should keep quiet about. But a man came out on live broadcast to talk about this, and why is he not yet arrested? Or are you guys waiting till he unalives the person before you guys will start acting? Huh? Whose culture is that? Man, I don't have strength for some certain kind of people, but I love keeping it cute and real. See you some other time. You better be nice. Next time I see your face here, next time better be apology. Bye for now.